So instead, I decide to answer a question I don't know the answer to yet, which is why? Why would the PLO enter into something so obviously devastating and self-defeating? And in trying to answer that question, what becomes, clearer to me anyway, is that this really is about salvaging the PLO. That's what was being done. The PLO, after its expulsion from Lebanon in 1982 and removal to Tunisia, is now no longer has a solid base where it almost, oversees, one would say the infrastructure of a para-state with, a significant refugee population within Lebanon that constitutes an entire, institution of representation and services and functioning, and also doesn't have the grounds for cross-border attacks. That's a significant blow. By 1987, they continue to weaken, not least because of the emergence of opposition like Hamas, that now becomes even more popular than the PLO struggle, as well as the fact that, now there's an organic movement within, the West Bank and Gaza that's leading an intifada, an uprising, so that the center of gravity shifts from the Palestinian diaspora to Palestinian lands themselves. And this is undermining the PLO's authority, together with the fact now, by the time Arafat, throws his hat in and supports, Saddam Hussein's occupation of Kuwait, which in retribution, right, Gulf states, Kuwait, number one, basically says Palestinians out. And now there's a whole loss of remittances to the Palestinians, as well as the fact that anybody that wants to support Palestine is going to support opposition and not the PLO itself. So all of these things come together to basically shape a moment where the PLO is at the edge of irrelevance. So there are other things happening where this influences the United States and shifts its position on apartheid as well. But the Namibians, as you point out, and as I point out in the book, right, are also very astute. They never enter into South African sphere of influence. They're offered the same thing that Palestinians are offered in the form of, black homelands and autonomous governance. They reject that. They never rescind their right to use armed force, which, is enshrined as a result of the non-aligned movement, enshrined as a right for people living under alien occupation, racism, and domination.